Happy Matrix Money Tuesday, everybody.
Matrix Money Tuesday. How's it going, CCM?
It's going. It's been a very, very busy week. Even though
Yes.
we had that, I know you're in Canada, but even with the uh Thanksgiving last week, I don't know, that just it didn't matter. Still busy.
It was an
How
extra
about
long
you?
weekend too, right? You guys had Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot of
like
people
doubling
did
it.
anyway, yeah. How
Anytime
about
there's a
you? How
long
you
week.
how you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm all right. All right. Busy as usual. Anytime there's a long weekend, it just seems like you lost more time for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's true, man.
Yeah.
It's true. Shall we check in, see who's here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Chris Hanley. All the cool people are here tonight, man. I mean, that's just the way it is. Where else would you be? And Bedell, whoops, did I just
Oh,
mess that up? There we go. Bedell's in the house. Welcome, sir.
nice.
Just stopping by. I gotcha. I gotcha. Well, appreciate you smashing up that like
Thank you
button.
very much, sir. Hi,
Yes,
Chris.
much
Hi, Bedell.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Mike,
Mike's in the
welcome. Good
house.
evening,
How's it going,
sir.
Mike?
What's this? I need a cap like you. There you
Ah,
go.
yeah. I haven't gone for a haircut for a while. That's why I just switched over to a hat.
There
It's
you
kind of a
go.
lazy way.
I was almost putting mine on tonight, and I'm like, I ain't feeling
Yeah, yeah.
it. I should have.
Bacon, eggs, and hash. Good
Bacon, eggs,
evening.
and I love that
Yeah,
name, man.
that the name's
Love that name.
awesome.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. You know what? I hope you're ready because I forgot to bring up the charts. You got you want to go over
You know
some
what?
charts?
Yeah. A lot's happening. So let's
I completely forgot to bring that up.
good and bad. I think I'm gonna pop it up here. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, that's good. And hey, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon, click the all of the socials to reach all of us in the description. So make sure you do that. And don't forget,
Please and
smash
thank
the
you.
like. I can see people on Facebook too. Thumbs up, baby.
There we go. All right, we got it up there.
Excellent. All right. What's Bitcoin doing now?
I
Is the
don't know.
question.
It's I heard it took a vicious dip earlier, but it seems like it's back where it began. So it's 96
There you go.
ish. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and that's what I put in the title here was because it was looking for some support. Obviously, it found it. It's come back up a little bit. So there
Yeah,
we go. There we go.
yeah. And so what do you think? Are we hitting 100K this year, or are we just gonna
I'm
dance around that
still
line?
waiting for January.
You're waiting for
Uh,
January.
I mean, I know we're teetering with it, but I
Yeah.
just I don't think so. I think it's going to be right around inauguration day.
Okay. I'm kind of on board with you. I think the highest we're gonna get is all nines, 99, 99, 9.
There
I don't
you
think we're
go.
hitting 100K either, but we'll see what happens here.
Yep.
What do I
Yep.
know? We
Yeah,
got
right.
Ethereum.
Exactly. I already put the not financial advice up. So,
We got
hey,
a
Trade Intuition's in the house, and thank you for smashing that like button. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very
Automatic
much.
Beats also in the house.
Let's
Appreciate you, my
go.
friend.
Yes,
Yes.
automatic beats. We got Ethereum at 36.24, looking good. We have a new number three spot. Can you see that?
I
What in
can't
the
really.
world happened to XRP? You can't see that? Let me just zoom in here for you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got old eyes. I might have to put on my
No, no,
glasses still,
I
but I
get
can
it.
see it. I can see it. I got it. Nice. Although zooming in is much better. Thank you. Um,
It took over USDT. It's the number three spot. XRP up 84% in the last week. It had a huge bump. Um,
XRP's on a tear, man. It
yeah.
just is.
Is that like pent up buy power? Just waiting for all these legal battles to. I didn't
You
see
know
anything
what?
shocking news wise. I just saw the pump.
I think that's exactly what it is. And people just getting like super excited about what they think is coming and so on and so forth. I
Yeah.
mean, didn't someone just put a S1 together for an XRP ETF even? It's
I'm not
just,
surprised if that's the case. Look at this 1 month chart. This is insane. If you've been holding XRP for, I don't know, 5 years, how long has it been? It feels like it hasn't gone up in a long time.
yeah.
But for it to first cross $1 was a big hurdle. But then for it to take off past two and almost touch three is insane. I know a
Yep.
lot of people have their crosshairs on that $3 target. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with that.
Yeah, if there's a lot of selling pressure, yeah, no, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
was talking to a buddy of mine who he asked me about XRP. I said, "Listen, there's nothing wrong with holding some,
Yeah.
but it wasn't in my portfolio."
It's
And
not in
he
mine.
went hog on it, and
Yeah.
he's in the money right now.
Good for him. Good for him. I had
Exactly.
a very tiny bag, and I've already sold it. So I didn't play around with XRP very much, but I'll take the bump. We'll see.
Exactly. Take those
Yeah,
profits, baby. Take
yeah.
those profits.
I'm this bull cycle. I'm going to be a little bit more disciplined. I'm going to be taking some profits here and there. So uh, it's a new crypto jar that's happening here.
All right.
Uh, Speaking of taking profits, we got Solana over here at number 5,
Now you've already
and
taken some profits there. You
I
taking
have
more or what?
taken some profits. I've taken some profits, and I'm actually looking for a dip, and I think it's possible, even though it's up 5% today. Of course, it is at 235. If it drops below 200, I'll probably buy back in a little bit. But yeah, I did take some profit finally on Solana.
Yeah. And there you go. Automatic beats. Got to have it in there, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yep. And what did you just say? I bought Tron yesterday to send USDT. Bought extra. And now we're yeah. Tron has been on fire. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
we're gonna get to it shortly, but yeah,
Yep,
Tron is
we will.
one of the ones that's on fire.
Yep, and so next up, BNB over $700 now, 731. That looks good.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks like Dogecoin's sort of flatlined because it's still hanging around the 40-cent mark. I'm not angry. I'm mining it right now. I'm turning on my old mini miners to see how that's going.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
And, might as well mine it while it's profitable.
Right.
And I also talked to FF about using merge mining. So I'm going to be looking at using DutchMining.nl. I think that's the website. It's a mining pool, so I can mine multiple coins at once.
I'll be
It's a good
interested to
option
take
for
a
strip
gander
miners.
at that one. Are you going to be putting together a video on that when you do
I
it?
might. If there's people who are interested, I might put in a video, but I'm already backlogged, so we'll see how that goes.
I understand.
Cardano 122.
I can't.
30% in the week.
I mean, I appreciate it's up, but I don't know. It seems like a little too much in the upside for me right now. But that's
Yeah.
just me. What do I know?
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just leave it at that. USDT. Oh, here we go. Here's Tron. So
Oh,
Tron
yeah. Automatic beats. I'm guessing is not a fan of the
money for the win. All right. Yeah.
and bacon, eggs, and hash brown XRP right here. Yeah, 25 cents. It was in that 20-cent range, like 20, 30-cent range for the longest time. Remember that?
Forever. I got fed up. So I bought it during the last bull cycle and it dipped and it never came back up. So I eventually sold pretty much most of my holdings. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm with you, Mike. Cardano's going to go crazy. I agree. I just would like to see it pull back a little bit before it goes back up, I guess.
Pull back because you want to buy in more?
Well, I mean,
just because it's healthy.
Pull back because it's healthy primarily, although regardless of how much it goes up, I've set up the next DCA portfolio to start in January, and Cardano is going to be one of those that is in that portfolio.
All right. January comes. So yeah, here's Tron. And I don't know what happened to what? 69%. Oh my god.
Look at this. I mean,
what
it
is
was
happening
hovering
to Tron.
I don't know. It was hovering around that like 12-cent mark and then boom.
Yeah, a lot of strange things are happening. I don't think there's anything newsworthy to talk about this right now.
Not
I don't
honestly
know what's driving it. This is another one that's just taken off.
The only thing would be the Justin Sun potentially consulting for what was it?
Trump's
the Trump DeFi platform. I'm having a brain cramp right now.
Yeah. But 65% in one day. Maybe I should be taking a little bit of profit here too. That's insane.
Oh, you hold
I
Tron?
have no idea. 70%, just touched 70%. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm holding on to my Tron. I'm keeping that. It's going to have to go pretty high before I'm going to take my profits because I don't have a huge bag.
Yeah.
I don't have a huge bag.
So when Tron goes up, when you're transferring USDT on the Tron network, I'm assuming the fees go up too, your overall cost, because it's in to do the transaction requires some Tron tokens. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out as the price comes up, because it's for USDT. I know a lot of people are defaulting to the Tron network to send crypto.
Yes, just cheaper, but gas is just cheaper. I mean, cheaper. I'm sure it does go up.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to affect
I'm
it, right?
assuming that it's going to go up, but it ain't going to be like Ethereum range kind of go up.
I hope not.
Opinion, yeah. Otherwise, Tron loses its use case around the world.
Exactly. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to speak out of turn. All right,
Hey,
let's
that's
see what
why
we
we're
have.
here. Speak all you want.
Avalanche, it broke $50. That looks great. I'm happy about
I
that.
know. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Bacon, eggs, and hash thinks it's alt season already. I think he's probably right. It's starting to look like it right now.
It does look like it, but I'm not quite convinced. I think we're gonna overall have a pullback, and then after we see the next all-time, again, wait, where is it? Not financial advice. But after we see Bitcoin hit up again, I think that's when we're going to see some real running with
Yeah,
these
we're in a
alts.
mini bull market, maybe.
Yeah,
This is just like
this is just the preliminaries right now.
I hope it is. Because if this ends, it's going to be a disaster. I won't be happy with that. Toncoin.
What else we got? Anything else good in there?
Hedra. That's what I want to see. H bar. This one
Yes,
took
there.
off as
Yes.
well. Here we go. It's only 8% right now, but let's take a look at the 7-day chart because this is where it's exciting. Is it 7-day or 1 month? Either way, it looks like it took off quite a bit.
No, it did. It absolutely did. I mean, it was hovering in that like 10-cent, 12-cent range for the longest time. And over basically the past, 2 weeks, it's gone way up. And now honestly, I was surprised that it stayed that low that long because they've had all kinds of news come out.
Lots of good news.
I mean, so to say that there's new news, yeah, sure there is, but there's always been. You know what I mean? So I don't know that that's necessarily the catalyst.
Well, here we go. Here's a story right now. 30 days, it's up 652%. That is insane. Yeah, so
bada boom, bada bing. Wait, what? It's a quote Joe from Trade Intuition. Bingo, bango. Go ahead, put that in the chat, guys. Bingo, bango. There you go.
Oh man. All right. So we got Sui 381. Anything else interesting here? Litecoin up quite a bit.
Litecoin, it's another one that's on fire. I'm glad I'm holding some Litecoin. Litecoin makes up a couple of my grandkids' portfolio, so I'm excited about that.
That's nice. A healthy bag right there. I'm going down to Arbitrum because I want to see what Arbitrum's at.
Yeah,
right now.
Go right ahead.
Here we go. All right. So Arbitrum broke $1. Really happy to see that. Very, very happy. That recently happened, didn't it? Yep. So it just happened, I guess, in the last day or so. Nice. I talked about this about a month and a half ago, right? When it was at 45 cents. And that was a steal. It breaking $1. I right now, I wouldn't be buying into this any more than I already have. I'm going to be holding it. And I still think that $2 or $3 is realistic for Arbitrum. So when I do sell, I'll let you know.
Yep, Arbitrum's got some upside, I think.
Yeah,
I really do. And you're right. If people listen to you when you were talking about it, guess what?
You would have at least doubled your money.
Bingo, bango.
Bingo, bango.
Right there. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Right. I'm just in a good mood tonight.
I don't think I have anything else in here. Anything else that you want to talk about in the list?
No, not really. Nothing that I have to talk about. A lot of the ones that I'm either holding or have been interested in and or talking to people about are all up right now, all in the green. Okay. And if you got in when we talked about stuff like Filecoin, Rune, we mentioned those how many times here on the podcast?
A lot.
Yeah, you're in the green right now. You're in the green. So,
all right,
excellent.
I'll take that one off. Let me get rid of that.
Welcome back. Again, everybody, don't forget, hit that like button. I can see I got a few people on Facebook. Come on, give me a thumbs up, baby. And smash the like if you're new, subscribe, all that good stuff. All the good stuff. Well, I got a couple of things that I wanted to throw out there. You up for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. How about this stupidity? The U.S. government being stupid. Come on now. I know that just doesn't even make sense, right? That doesn't even compute. But here you go. U.S. government sends 19.7 thousand BTC, valued at $1.92 billion to two new wallets. That's 10% of the total U.S. government's holdings. Okay.
I saw a different headline around the same amount, I believe. And the wallets, I believe, are identified as Coinbase wallets. Did you hear that as well?
I did hear that. And I think that's the point of the last sentence here. Are they trying to sell it off? before Trump takes office, which would make sense because that would be the hey right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dump on
But
Bitcoin.
it would not surprise me. But I just thought, like, man, can't you just leave? just pretend nobody wants you here and leave. You know, shut up.
It said it was 10% of the U.S. Current holdings.
What we hold, the U.S. holdings, yeah.
That's still quite a bit. Damn.
Exactly.
That's
and not to mention they had sold some off earlier before the election.
Yeah.
So it's like they're dwindling down that supply. Well,
when they're supposed to be holding
supply held by the U.S. Should probably clarify that. All right. Then the next thing. Now, last week we had this very same conversation. MicroStrategy buying more BTC. Right here.
Yes.
15,400 BTC, or otherwise translated into $1.5 billion worth of BTC adding to their coffers. Michael Saylor.
The government can just do a transfer right now to MicroStrategy.
I know, right?
Exactly. It's almost the same amount. Why don't you just move it over there? Forget the exchange, save on fees.
I mean, MicroStrategy is just going to be, well, it already is a beast, but it's going to be an even bigger beast.
Okay, I can pull up a video basically on this purchase and the way that they're doing it. It's about a 4-minute video. I don't know if you want me to play it.
Why not?
But it's an interesting way on how they're leveraging the market and their Bitcoin and how they're using a process to do the purchase. I'm not going to explain it correctly, but just give me a second here. I'm just going to pull it up.
Well, that's what the video's for, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, even in the video, 10 minutes into it, 2 minutes into it, I stopped understanding what they were talking about.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay. Give me 1 second. They're going to pop it up on the screen.
Yeah.
And maybe you know what they're talking about.
You give me maybe too much credit, I'm just saying. We'll see.
I think it's going to surge to the roof, and then it's going to surge.
Can you hear it?
Barely.
Yeah, here's what you need to know.
There it goes.
Okay. The S&P is about 15 ARR for the past 4 years, and the volatility of the S&P is 15.
Okay.
If you want to own a commodity like silver or soybeans or gold, they have very, very low performance, less than 15%, 5%, 0%. You don't really want to hold soybeans for 100 years. And sometimes they have volatility, but it doesn't last that long. Bitcoin is 60 volatility, 60 ARR, and it is a legal commodity, but it is an economic scarcity. It is the only commodity invented in the history of the human race that's absolutely capped. And so that means you can expect it to keep going up. If I can give you a commodity that outperforms the S&P index, if I can give you a commodity that's more volatile than the S&P index, you can put 100% of your liquid assets in that commodity per SEC rules. I can't do it with a security, by the way. So up until Bitcoin, people had to use gold or real estate as their commodity, or they have to use the US Treasury bill. Those are all underperforming the S&P, and they're less volatile. Bitcoin is the first thing you can use in your treasury that's more volatile, that outperforms the S&P. The result is, if I give you a security, Joe, that outperforms the S&P, how much of it do you want to buy? And if you're an ARB or an options trader, and I give you an option that is 4x the volatility of the S&P, or with MicroStrategy, we're 10x the volatility of the S&P, how much of it do you want to trade? So Bitcoin's unique in the history of the capital markets. It's the first scarcity commodity, outperforming the S&P, more volatile than the S&P, that you can put on your balance sheet.
Volatility at sometimes is not always a good thing.
Okay,
I mean,
this
it's great
is where
when
it's going to get
something's
interesting.
going higher. But don't think that there'll be a drop or a significant drop that comes along? Have we moved past that because of the regulatory changes that have taken place?
I think it'll remain volatile because it's a 24/7, 365 global asset. You can panic sell it on Saturday night. You can enthusiastically buy it on Sunday morning. That's a feature. That's not a bug.
Yeah, you've lived through some of the swings, but do you think we won't see the downturns like we've seen in the past just because of the changes we've seen?
I think it's going to surge through the roof, and then it's going to surge to 180 and crash to 140, and people will be freaking out about it again. But let me make this one
But
analogy.
notice those numbers he just threw out
Volatility is
there.
like fire.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip
And
over to
fire-
the question about how he's purchasing it.
Can we
See,
I think it's
talk
right
about?
here.
So I've been leading up to for me and for everybody to understand your tweet just from I think in the
this is
last
it.
hour. So what did you do last week with the Treasury
Exactly,
operations? You were
Chris.
able to generate a Bitcoin yield of
Fiat,
2.55%,
or welcome.
or over almost 10,000 Bitcoin to shareholders using an arbitrage.
Yeah, this
Can
arbitrage. I
you
don't
explain?
understand.
Will I be able to understand this if you explain this?
We sold $1.5 billion worth of stock,
Okay.
backed by 500 million worth of Bitcoin. We
Okay.
bought back 1.5 billion of Bitcoin. We captured nearly $1 billion gain in the arbitrage. That we can do with equity day by day. When we do it with debt, we issue $3 billion of debt that's backed by 600 million of Bitcoin that comes due in 5 years. We pay 0% interest. We buy $3 billion of Bitcoin. We capture the $2.4 billion in the arbitrage gain up front. But then over the course of the 5 years, we double or we quadruple
continues to go
the
up, exactly.
investment because we're buying an asset which is appreciating faster than the S&P.
What you told me was that it's 55% premium over conversion, but a zero coupon. Is that
Yeah,
the
that
same?
was a zero coupon 55. And you can do that because Bitcoin is high vol and the companies that have Bitcoin on their balance sheet have even higher volatility. So Mara is a great example. 2 weeks ago, they did $1 billion convert, zero coupon to buy Bitcoin. This week, they're back in the market doing another $1 billion convert, zero coupon to buy Bitcoin. You can rinse and repeat that frequently.
That's it. So I didn't understand how they converted it, but
Well,
They're using
basically,
debt to
they're
buy.
arbitrage trading their U.S. dollar-based stock to buy Bitcoin, and then selling that Bitcoin at the
when it comes due, right?
right, and then putting that back to pay off what that's the difference in the trade, and then they hold the rest. And guess what? The price just keeps appreciating.
Yeah, it's insane
So-
because he did $1 billion in profit off the last one, and he's going to double down. I think he said 1.9 billion, so he's going to be doubling down on his purchase again.
And he's gone on record a number of times saying that it doesn't matter what Bitcoin goes up or down to, he's going to continue to buy.
It's
And
crazy, insane.
God
It's
bless
an
him.
insane play. I didn't understand how he did it, but it seems like it's working out just fine for MicroStrategy.
hell yeah, that's the truth. Well, God bless him. I mean, hey, listen, I'd rather.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
A controversial take, maybe. I'd
Yeah, let's
rather
do it.
have it in the hands of a Michael Saylor and a MicroStrategy than a iBit and BlackRock. So that's my thought process.
You're putting a lot of trust into MicroStrategy then, with that. right?
Listen, I ain't saying
You're
they're perfect,
basically
but if I
calling
got to
him the
pick,
good guy,
I am.
and he probably is. I don't know.
in that two-person comparison there.
Mhm.
I trust him a lot. I can throw a lot further than BlackRock,
Okay.
As
Yeah,
I say,
fair
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
BlackRock
that.
will just be standing right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Their tentacles
exactly.
are deep in many different areas. Yeah.
And there we go. Chris agrees. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate
Okay. Yeah, I'm not
Anyway.
knocking Sailor. He probably has like ulterior motives for himself and whatever, but
Well-
it seems to be positive overall.
Yeah, I mean, again, I got to believe that he has better overall motives for having that amount than BlackRock. Just saying.
There's nobody inheriting his money though, so I mean,
Well, MicroStrategy, but he has his own stash. Let's not
Yeah.
forget.
yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Okay.
So, what else?
So we're not going to be talking about hacks this week. There was a very interesting one that maybe we'll talk about next week since FF isn't here. But is there
Well,
other
I
things that
did-
you had?
I did find a video that
Mm-hmm.
CryptoDad did about it. If you want to play it, a section of it,
Yep.
where he explains it, just in case FF didn't show up, or we can put it off till next week.
I don't know if you got the video. Maybe we can go in depth next week. But basically, I'll just quickly explain it. Actually, if I can find a comment, I'll show you because
I was going to say, if not, I've got one. Go ahead. I don't
okay,
have
if
it
you got
queued
one,
up.
go ahead and.
Well,
throw
I
up on
didn't
the
queue it
screen.
up. I'm sorry.
Okay. So basically what it is, and maybe look for it
getting
while I
it.
explain it. It's in the comments of a lot of YouTube videos and in videos across the board, maybe not just YouTube. You might see it on TikTok or something else like that. It's a comments asking users to create a wallet within, I think it's SafePal, and then enter in the seed phrase. Here it is. You got a very good example. So they're giving you the seed phrase, and they're asking either for a transfer of USDT or something around that lines. So you're showing it right now, which is great. I wanted to know how this scam works because I don't understand it. And you said you got a video does a little bit of an explanation, so maybe we should show that.
Well, we can, or again, I can give you the skinny. Basically, when you use that, you're logging into a multi-sig you're logging into a multi-sig wallet.
Okay.
And I guess these are being primarily used on the Tron blockchain.
Mhm.
And when you do that, it then gives you access to the wallet because you have one of a number of keys, so you can see what's in the wallet. And then, so for example, in fact, you know what? Hold on. I will bring this because he literally shows you this is what's in the wallet, and I've queued that up to that spot.
Okay. All right. Check it out.
All right.
As I mentioned, most of these are Tron based. So let's go in here and
So he just
add
set up the
Tron.
wallet, and then he's adding Tron to
There's
the wallet.
Tron.
Okay.
And we also want to add the US Tether, Tron based, right? So let's enable that one. And now we can see what's really going on in this wallet. Notice there's $668 worth of Tron based Tether in here, and there's only a really small amount of Tron here. So what happens is the victim, who basically is being tricked into becoming a thief or would-be thief,
I was gonna say they were already gonna
is
go
sucked into
get
this little scam, and he thinks, oh my gosh, look, $668 worth of Tether, and I can't get it out because I don't have enough Tron for the fees. So what am I going to do? I'll send a little Tron into this wallet, so I'll have enough for fees to get this out. Let's look at the history. Look at all the Tron coming in and out, right? Notice as soon as some Tron comes in, it goes out. As soon as some Tron comes in, it goes out. Whoever controls this wallet, and I'm talking about the person that created this multi-key or multi-sig wallet, just waits for some unsuspecting person to come in and throw some Tron in there for fees. As soon as they do, they take the Tron out. The reason I call this...
All right. And then he kind of goes down a little rabbit hole there.
Yeah.
But I did put the link to that whole video into the live chat, so anybody can go ahead and check that whole thing out on their own. 10 minutes to midnight. Welcome. I like that name. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's interesting because there's got to be a way to automate it because someone's going to be sending Tron at any time of the day, right?
Yep. It's
a multi-sig wallet, so he has some automation going on in the background to get that money out immediately. Otherwise, this kind of sucks.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean,
so it's a scam to grab as much Tron as possible. That's what it is. Okay.
So it appears. And I guess you get a little bit here, a little bit there, but it adds up because you got to figure there. I don't know about you, but like any one of my videos, I got to go through and scrub the comments because these guys multiple times are in there.
This one's becoming a popular one. It's showing up in a lot of my videos right now. That's why I wanted to see what the actual what the scam is. And they're aggressive because as soon as you delete it, they're like 3 or 4 will pop back up. So
you're welcome. Yeah, it's true. Here.
Was it Automatic Beats calling Tron right now? Check this out. Tron is up again. It's on fire.
Is it really?
94%.
Wow. It was like 39 cents about 5 minutes ago. There you go.
94%. That's crazy.
That's
24 hours. Is this is 24 hours if people are wondering.
That's the 24-hour chart?
This is a 24-hour chart. Yep. This is what happened
Holy
today alone.
crap.
It started off at 20 cents, 21 cents. It's at 42.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea what's pushing this one. This is insane.
That is crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
Wow. And I do hide the user when I delete it, but I want it. I want to actually delete it. But Joe from Trade Intuition right here, he's saying, as a matter of course, to then hide the user from your channel. Because I know we got a couple other people here who are also influencers in this space and do YouTube videos. So I'd be interested if you're seeing that kind of stuff in your comments as well. But yes, I report it because you know what? Get them reported, and then I do hide them from the channel. Yes, exactly. Because I don't know, it's getting. I will say it's getting more and more difficult to stay on top of it. I don't know about you, Jar, but
it settled down for a while, and now I'm watching the scam come up pretty frequently. The problem with hiding the user is a new user gets generated just as quickly. So the usernames are constantly popping up. So I report, I spam report and everything else, but it's hard to stay on top of. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, well, and that's why I report it. So and hide them, because that way, hopefully, if YouTube's doing its due diligence in the background, then they're taking those reports and they're actually doing something to the channels, get rid of those channels.
Yeah. Why don't you pull up that
look
comment
at this
there from
Trade Intuition says that makes up 99% of his comments. Oh man. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Joe.
They're targeting you, Joe.
Man. You were asking something. Sorry about that, Jar.
No, I saw 10 minutes to midnight's comment about XYO. Because that one's on fire as well. I don't know what's going on today, guys, but there's a lot happening here. Let me pop that up on the screen. This one's up 138% today.
And listen, remember when last week, I think it was last week, we were talking about would you take profits or whatever, and I said, well, there's a couple of things I have bags on. This is one of them. This is actually one of the ones I said, if it gets high enough, I'm selling and I'm going to do the happy dance, because I've literally been holding XYO since it first came out, and now when they first came out, they were supposed to be like a decentralized GPS kind of thing. And that was what got me excited about it. So basically they're saying we were the first DPIN before there was even the word DPIN. And that I think they probably were, in fairness, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
What's got them going right now?
Yep. No idea.
I have no idea.
No idea. I don't know anything about this project. This is new to me. Data verification on DPIN. Interesting. But I have no comment on it because I have no idea what it does. I will definitely be watching it, though. With this kind of growth, I don't know what's happening here. Let's see. 3 months. Look at that. This is a 3-month chart.
It's like,
what the hell happened? That's the theme of the day. What the hell happened?
Yep.
And it's liquidity is definitely there. Coinbase, the volume is definitely there, and liquidity is there. So, yeah, a lot of action happening.
I mean, and maybe that's it. Maybe they just got listed on Coinbase. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Because they weren't on any major exchanges for a while. I used to get them off of Binance back in the day when US could still go to Binance.
Yep.
And then Kraken after that. Not Kraken. Help me. KuCoin.
KuCoin
after that.
Listed here. Gate.io. They got top tier exchanges listed here. Crypto. Yeah. Not bad. Well, I obviously fell asleep on the wheel on this one, so I don't know much about it.
And check out the news. What news? What am I missing there? So maybe there is some news that we're unaware of. I don't know. Oh, you can't know it all. We try like hell, but we can't know it all.
I thought I saw a comment from Mike in here about Kudus. Okay. Just popped it up on the screen. Kudus team, the shipping cost is correct. Okay. So I saw your comment in the video for the Kudus ring. Purchasing it for that $289 price would have been through Helium Deploy. Helium Deploy is located in the US, so it's shipping out of the United States. That's probably why I know you're in Europe somewhere. I'm assuming that's going to be why you're getting such a high cost. For me, I believe the shipping cost was about $25-$30, which is still a little bit high coming to Canada, but it's fairly reasonable. If you go directly to the Kudus site, I want to know if you're getting shipping costs that differs, because Helium Deploy is a distributor; it's not the source. And they had a special deal for doing this 200 unit drop. So I definitely say if you're trying to buy the ring, check out the source as well and see if you buy it from kudus.xyz. I'm pretty sure that's a URL to see if the shipping cost is a little bit less.
That was a good video. I'm looking forward to any updates on that. Were you able to get one? Are you gonna actually be able to get a physical one?
So I picked up the Aura ring for my wife because she wanted one of those for Christmas. So I guess it doesn't matter if I say that out loud. It's not Christmas yet, but she doesn't watch my stream.
I was gonna say, does she really watch them?
Yeah, I don't think so. So anyways, yeah, so I picked up a Kudus and I have an Aura ring coming, the newer version, the version 4. Going to do a side-by-side comparison and see if the value is there. There's no subscription for Kudus. I don't know why I didn't say that in the video, but right now there's no subscriptions for anything that you get with it, and you get paid in rewards. One key thing about the rewards is the token generation event has not happened, so there's no token listed. There's no token listed, so you're not actually getting anything in return yet. You're buying into the idea that it eventually get listed and you'll be able to claim rewards. So that's one of the, I guess you can call it a con for it, but for now it's up in the air.
Well, or future benefit, depends on if you're positive or negative.
Yeah.
And 10 Minutes to Midnight says they are potentially partnering with Tesla in regard to XYO.
Okay.
I missed that completely. So I appreciate that. Thank you for giving us that info. I'll have to do more research. Okay. Sorry, guys.
That would definitely have a pump if it's
yes. That
explains it really well.
Well, then I hope the partnership comes through because I want to sell some of that and then take some profits. One of the few things I'll actually take profit on right there.
Yeah, it's up on 150% today. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Yes. Anything else you got there, my friend? What do you? If not, what else you got coming up?
Yeah. So I have a couple of deep-in devices that I'm going to be testing out. One is I'm looking at wearables right now because it just seems like a lot of people are starting to jump into this space and a lot of new projects are coming up. So there's another health wristband that I'm going to be checking. Oh, is that the Tangem?
Yes.
How's it working out so far?
Well, I'm almost done beating it. So as soon as I figure I'm gonna finish the week out with beating it, and then I'm gonna start putting the video together. So far, so good.
Okay. I have mine in the freezer right now. I'm gonna just test out the conditioning for freezing temperatures.
Exactly.
It's kind of a Canadian thing, but we'll freeze it and see what happens. Make sure it still works. But yeah, so wearables is coming one by one to the deep in space. There's a health wristband. That's going to be gathering very similar data to that Kudus ring. Pulse, that is the one. That's the one I'm looking at right now. I'm just going to do a review on it, just see what the metrics are, what the rewards look like, and just do an overview on the project. I'm not sure if I'm picking one up yet. I'm just going to check out the price point and see if it's reasonable based on the rewards.
Gotcha.
That's the way I'm going to be judging it. And yeah, there's a few other miners that are coming out right now, node miners. Node projects that are mining their tokens that I'm looking into as well. So I'll be dropping a few videos on those over the next couple of weeks. I'm starting to ramp up content if I'm able to. I'm backlogged, but I have so much stuff that I have to put out. So it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Finding the time is the issue.
All day. I told you before we started this, all day I've been doing nothing but editing video. And I've had the easiest part because I'm making clips of that stream. That I did the roundtable. Yeah. So it's not really editing videos that much because you're just kind of letting them chat.
yeah. But still clipping it down, but all of it's time consuming.
It is very time consuming, time consuming. Yeah. And yes, that was the Tangem ring. I actually did a video about it coming out. So you can check that out on my channel. Matter of fact, Jar, didn't you do one about the ring?
The Tangem ring? Nope.
Yes.
That's in my queue. That's the one I still have
that's
to put on my video on.
That's one of the backlogs, huh?
Yep. It's one of the backlogs. I have one to give away as well. So I'll be doing a giveaway for the Tangent ring.
You guys got to keep coming until we get to that point there.
You got to wait to catch up.
And
Oh.
yes, I did hear about that automatic beats.
Automatic beats. I want to verify this. Just give me a second here. I
I
hope you're
did hear about
correct.
that.
Grayscale, Solana, ETF. Come on. What do we got here?
Shuby, welcome. Cheers to you, sir.
Crypto Slate. Sure. I trust it. Let me pop this up.
Yep, go ahead. Bring it up.
Boom. There we go. So this is what he's talking about. Grayscale files application to convert Solana into Trust spot FTF. Okay.
Oh, okay. So to convert their trust, that's what it is. Okay, I got it. They already had the trust. Kind of like they had the Bitcoin trust and tried to convert it into these spot ETF.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast. And
one
yes,
thing at a
automatic
time.
beats.
We will definitely. I only speak in facts. One thing at a time for sure. We'll eventually have that mainstream once the load take off.
I pre-ordered a Quake core today.
I know about Quake, but I don't know about the Quake core.
I am not familiar.
Let me check it out. There's so many things going on. It's crazy. Can't find a link on it. I don't want to hold it up.
Oh, that's all right. And 10 minutes a minute, I saying he likes the stream. Whole community is very, very good to me. Yes, I'm glad to hear that. Yes. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Mike is saying the website ring, it's more, yes, the ring is more expensive itself. Yeah, the Helium deploy is a special drop because they got a volume discount on the units that they bought. That's why you're able to save the $60. However, does the $60 actually save anything if that's what you're going to be paying in shipping? I'm not sure what you're paying in shipping, but it might just be better to... Is you're going to have to toss it up or just wait and see what happens, because shipping's always... I have a lot of problems with shipping right now because it's not just the shipping cost, there's also the duty cost depending on where you're buying it from. Right. It almost equals the value of the item that you're purchasing, which makes it all a wash. And if you're trying to play an ROI game like I am with a lot of the things, it just eats into that, and it just eats into your timeline, and it makes it very, very difficult. Yeah.
Link to article in Forbes. I'm not sure what he's referring to.
Maybe it's the ETF. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Forbes.
And Mike's saying he's going to end up paying 23% on the total cost. Woo.
Yeah. That's a rough one. Mike, maybe you sit this one out, buddy. I don't know if this is worth it.
Right.
You know, because it's just, I totally get it. Especially it depends on where you live. Because all those factors come into play. It's the price of the item itself might be great, but when you start factoring in duty and shipping and everything else and time, because there's airdrops sometimes associated with this, not CUDA specifically, but a lot of other projects, you might actually be losing out on some of those things too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find the Forbes one.
He's saying, are you referring to Forbes for the Quake core? Maybe that's what he's referring to. But anyway, sorry, I cut you off. Did you have anything else planning to go? And yes, that was exactly what he's referring to. I'll have to do a little bit more research 10 minutes to midnight and see about that. Because I honestly don't.
Look, I think it's a node project that Quake Core is running right now. I'm not 100% sure. Mike, 10 minutes to midnight, depending on the cost of the project itself and the rewards, it could be something that we do at the Node Factory if you're looking at doing it as a group. Because typically what we do with a lot of more expensive node projects is we'll take it and we'll slice it up so multiple people can share the rewards. Might be something we can do there. Do I have a WeatherXM or Geo? I think I have a code. Yes, I think it's CryptoJar. Give me a second here. Thank you for asking.
While he's looking that up, I'll go over what I've got coming.
Yes, let's hear what you got.
Keep everything going. Well, most of what I have coming this week is the last of the clips from the retail roundtable that we did about a week and a half ago. And we've got Joe is going to be rounding us off Trade Intuition on Sunday. Let's see. We've got Crypto Bedell on Saturday, and the Daniel Diaz again on Friday before Crypto on the Rocks Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, as always. And I hope you guys will come and join. 7 p.m. Eastern. Daniel's been a staple coming on, as well as Bedell, who is probably still in the chat, as well as Joe, who is probably still in the chat. And let's not forget Shuby. And, I always mess it up. I always point in the wrong direction. And even though Jar isn't live on there, he usually makes an appearance in the chat.
I'm usually in the chat. Yeah. Putting the kids to sleep. Something's going on in my house. My house is a disaster most of the time.
That's what's going on in my neck of the woods. And if all goes super, super well, I'll be dropping a video about how you can make some Bitcoin for your holiday shopping sprees.
Nice. I can't find any codes on the website. It looks like they're changing things up. If you check out my WeatherXM video, there should be a code linked in there. I believe you save 10 or 15% with the code. Sorry, I can't provide it right now, but I can't, for some reason, I can't see it here. But it's definitely in the video itself. Node Factory. So Node Factory did a soft launch over the summer, and please don't criticize the website. I know the website isn't that great. We're revamping it right now. But one of the key things that we're doing is we're taking expensive goods like ASIC miners, the big boys, the $30,000 ones, or the more expensive node projects, the ones that are like $5,000 to $10,000. That's a little bit trickier for more people to get into. And then we're dividing it up and selling shares for it, so it's a little bit more accessible. We do take a fee because that's how we're able to create income. The only fee that we're taking is the 10% on the transaction costs, or the transactions that are generated through the fees. Everything else is just what it is. And it's working out. It's pretty good. We have quite a few nodes up and running. We also have a lot of ASICs that we're working with right now. But
that's a great idea, Jar. I'm sorry.
The real website was supposed to come out very, very soon, like this month. And I'm still hoping it happens by the end of the month. It'll be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, especially when you're trying to see what your earnings are. Yeah. There
you go. And ditto, man. Appreciate the input, the activity, the questions, you name it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Jar. That's all I got for tonight.
That's all I got too, buddy. That's all I got. I think I have a rabbit possibly trying to escape the cage. I can hear some banging going on. Yeah, don't get rabbits if you have kids.
We're going to wrap it up then. We'll let him go get that rabbit. Listen, I do want to put up one other thing real quick. If for those who are going to be hanging around looking for another place to go to tonight, Billy Goat Tales is doing an X Space. Did that just pop up on the screen by any?
Yes,
okay, good.
Yeah,
X Space at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. They're going to be talking trading with TradeFly and FD White. Both very good. Make sure you guys check it out if you are looking to do more crypto related stuff tonight. That's 9 p.m. Eastern time. Go ahead.
I missed last week's. Yeah. 9 p.m. is a little bit rough for me, but those are supposed to be really interesting to listen to. So.
Oh my God, some of them are amazing, just amazing, and the people that he's got on there. Thank you, Automatic Beats. Appreciate it. Thanks, you, Chris.
Thank you,
much
Chris.
appreciated.
Thank you, Automatic Beats. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Matrix Money Podcast on Tuesday. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.